lovely day here in UK today, don't you think? And I thought that maybe we should do this video here, outside in the yard. I have my notes in here, I have my laptop, and I have prepared a very interesting video for you all. So today we're talking about London, my one and only favorite city in the world. After visiting London around 10 times over the years, I thought it was finally time to put everything I've learned into one video. Whether it's your first time or your fifth, I'll be sharing my top tips, the must-see spots, and of course, the do's and don'ts that I've picked up from all of my trips. London can be magical, overwhelming, and expensive. And my goal here is to help you make the most out of your visit without the stress. So let's dive in. The very first time I visited London was back in 2015, when I was just a young university student living out the ultimate tourist dream in what was and still is my favorite city in the world. I was completely in love with everything, from the red buses to the rainy skies, and I had no idea then that I would come back. Over the years, I've made the classic mistakes, discovered a few hidden gems, and learned what really makes London a trip unforgettable. And now I want to share it all with you. Before that first trip in 2015, I had to prepare everything on my own, and I mean everything. No friends or family had been to London, so I didn't really have anything to ask for advice. And of course, there was no ChatGPT back then to make things easier. So I became my own travel agent, researcher, and planner. I went deep into blogs, maps, forums, you name it. It was a super methodical process, but honestly, I kind of loved it. That experience taught me so much, and now, after all these visits, I want to pass all that knowledge on to you so you can skip the confusion and just enjoy the best of what London has to offer. So the first thing that we did, of course, was book the flights and the hotel. Now, when it comes to hotels, I don't have a lot of recommendations because that was actually the first and last time I've ever stayed in a hotel in London. After that, my brother moved here, so I was lucky enough to stay with him on all of my other visits. But I do remember that first hotel. It was somewhere near Shepherd's Bush, which is actually a really quiet and nice neighborhood. The hotel itself, it was awful, but honestly, we didn't care. It was all we could afford at that time, and to me, just being in London was enough. I always say, I could have slept on the streets and still been happy. That's how excited I was to finally be here. One of the very first things I always do when researching a new city, and this is kind of my golden rule, is figure out how to get from the airport to the city center. Sounds simple, but trust me, knowing that in advance saves you a lot of stress, money, time, especially in a place like London where there are multiple airports, transport options. I remember back in 2015, before my first visit, I spent hours trying to understand how the trains, buses, and underground worked. As far as airport transportation concerns, I've only been to Stansted, Luton, and Gatwick. The information that I have collected show me that the Heathrow Airport is about 15 to 20 minutes away from the city center. You can use the underground, you can use the Heathrow Express. Never been there, I don't know what to say about it. From Gatwick, it's about 45 kilometers from central London. You can use the Gatwick Express. It's about 20 to 25 pounds, and it takes 30 minutes. There are coaches, of course, from 6 to 12 pounds, and they take up to 1.5 to 2 hours. From Stansted, which is the cheapest airport, there is the Stansted Express that goes to Liverpool Street, and it costs about 20 to 23 pounds, and it takes up to 50 minutes. Luton, I think I've only been there for one time. You can take the train that costs 12 to 18 pounds, or a coach that costs 5 to 12 pounds. I will have all this information in one document. I will link it down below. So when you reach the city center, always use contactless cards like Revolut or the Oyster card. It's the cheapest fares on public transport. I used to have an Oyster card, but now I only use Revolut for my transportation. So now we're going to talk about museums and sightseeing in general in London. One of the best things about London is that most of its world-class museums are completely free to enter. Here is my top list of museums in London. First of all, British Museum. As for us Greeks, there are a lot of Greek exhibits in there, so it was pretty good to witness them for free. There are some special exhibitions, chargeable. My favorite museum here in London is the Natural History Museum. Oh my god, I've been there like 3 times. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. I can't explain it with words. Of course, it's free, and around Christmas time there is a ice skating thing out of the museum. It is amazing, amazing. Next, I went once to the Science Museum. It is okay. It's also free. I wouldn't go there twice. And Victoria and Albert Museum as well. They have some very extraordinary exhibits from the Victorian times, and overall it's a very well done museum. Also free. Oh, my top 3 would be the Tate Modern Museum. It's about modern and contemporary art. It's also free, and bonus, you can walk across the Millennium Bridge to St. Paul's Cathedral. It's a beautiful scenery. One of the first museums that we visited back then in 2015 was the National Gallery in Trafalgar Square. It was also free. They have lots of well-known painters and paintings in there. Not my kind of thing, but for one time it is very good. When I say free, I mean truly free. Don't be scammed by any website that is going to trick you to buy tickets. They are free. So besides museums, I have been to the London Zoo. There you can see all kinds of animals: lions, tigers, gorillas, penguins, you name it. Great for kids and families. Actually, I'm going to be there again this time around because I have a nephew. I have to take him there and show him the wild animals that he's talking about all the time. For the London Zoo, admission is not free. And actually for adults it's about £33 if you buy your ticket online, and £37 if you buy it on the counter. For children 3 to 15 it's £22, and under 3 it's free. So it's quite expensive, I would say, but for families there are discounts and bundles that you can buy. Also, Sea Life London Aquarium. It was quite an experience. I mean, I went there back in 2015. It is a very large modern aquarium with over 500 species in it. You also pay for an admission. It's about 33 to 36 pounds, depends on what day you go. And for children under 3, it's free. I mean, if you have children, I think it's very exciting and interesting thing your kids can see and experience overall. And finally, I have the London Eye, one of London's most iconic attractions. You get to experience 30-minute ride in a fully enclosed glass capsule. I liked it. Some say that it's not worth. You can see the whole town from above. You can take wonderful pictures. You see the Big Ben from above. It's really cool experience. You pay 33 to 37 pounds online. I can't remember if in 2015 it was cheaper. It maybe was, but I don't remember the price that I paid. Now, 2025, it's about 33 to 37 pounds for adults. For the London Eye, I advise you best to book in advance, especially during summer, because there are huge queues under the London Eye waiting to get in. Now, we are going to talk about food and coffee. When I went to London 2015, I had no big budget with me, so the only thing that we were eating back then, it was McDonald's or sandwich or Burger King, I don't know. Now I have tried some restaurants and some more well-known places for eating. For more cheaper options, you can try the Bread and Manger or the Eat Shoe. Are everywhere in central London, and they have takeaway wraps, soups, salads, rice balls. Also wasabi. Wasabi has sushi, kachu, ramen. If you like those kind of food. My favorite coffee on Oxford Street is the Arrow Cafe. I think it's new. I mean, I only see it in the last 3 years, and we always go there. They have many options for breakfast, sweets, salty, you name it, and a very good coffee as well. When I had listed all the places that I wanted to visit, I used the Google Maps to check their locations and looked for the name of the nearest tube station. That way I knew exactly where I needed to go. Then, with the help of the Tube Map app, I could quickly figure out the best route and how to get from wherever I was at the moment to the next destination. Another app that really helped me was the currency converter, so I could easily check the exchange rate between euros and British pounds. So now, shopping. London is a shopper's paradise. Here are some of the best spots to check out. First of all, Oxford Street. It's in the central London, Europe's busiest shopping street, home to big names stores like Selfridges, Zara, H&M, Topshop. Everyone can find something in Oxford Street, trust me. Second, Regent Street and Carnaby Street. It's really near to the Oxford Street. Regent Street has flagship stores like Hamleys, Apple, Liberty, London, which I love. Carnaby Street offers independent boutiques, trendy fashion, and cool cafes. I really like it. It's a mix of mid to high-end prices. Third, Covent Garden. It is in the West End, famous for its street performance and unique shops selling handmade goods, jewelry, cosmetics, or antiques. They have great cafes and restaurants nearby. Camden Market, oh my god. It is the place with the alternative fashion, vintage clothes, handmade crafts, and it has the most budget-friendly and unique finds. In Camden Town, I only buy my souvenirs from there if I want to bring something to my close friends. Of course, Harrods. Um, the iconic luxury department store known for designer fashion, gourmet food halls, and extravagant window displays. I only go there for window shopping because I can't afford anything from the Harrods. But it is a very good experience. It's also near the National History Museum. Keep that in mind. Bond Street. It has some luxury brands like Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Tiffany & Co. I think there it used to be the Victoria's Secret store. I don't know if it's still there, but I think that's where I went when I was here. And now we are going to talk about the most Instagrammable places in London. First of all, Tower Bridge. It's an attraction that offers a very good background for your pictures, especially at sunset or lit up at night. Notting Hill, of course. Colorful pastel houses, vintage shops, and the famous market. The Sky Garden, a beautiful indoor garden with panoramic views over London's skyline. Peggy Porchen, known for its pastel pink facade and exquisitely decorated cakes. Elan Cafe, of course, in Soho. Trendy neon signs and cool vibe make it perfect for bold, colorful snaps. And the Ivy in Covent Garden, elegant and classic British dining with a floral, chic setting, beautiful both indoors and outdoors. The weather has never been an issue, no matter how many times I've visited. Even on rainy days, you can still get around comfortably and enjoy your walks, so don't be afraid of it. Besides London, I visited other amazing cities in the UK like Birmingham, Oxford, and Brighton. If you would like me to make another video for other areas in the UK in general, tell me about it in the comments and I will certainly do it. After I stopped the recording, I realized that I forgot to mention some of the London's most iconic landmarks. Big Ben is one of the most famous clock towers in the world and a true symbol of London. Madame Tussauds is a fascinating wax museum where you can see incredible likely figures of celebrities, historical figures, and even royalty. Piccadilly Circus is a lively public space known for its bright neon signs, shops, and theatres. And finally, Hyde Park is one of the largest and most beautiful parks in the city. And these are definitely must-see attractions for anyone visiting London. Let me know in the comments if I forgot anything, and I'll see you in the next one.